Yeah. I'm back at it. It's B Red News again. You know what I mean? I know I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back down. I had to make a few adjustments. You know, my last video, I ended up making, I couldn't upload it because I had too much stuff on my phone. Then I had to go to the Apple store, this and that, and this and that. Yeah, so I ended up, getting that new 11. Took care of all of that. You know what I mean? I got the new iPhone 11, and I got the new iPad and everything, so I can read my stories straight from my sources straight to you guys. I can read the whole story and the things that stuck out to me. So it's actually giving me a chance to kind of upgrade my situation and do it a little bit better. Just thank everybody for liking and subscribing and the love and support that you've been giving me already. But today, before I get started, I want to talk about, and I want to salute, and shine some light on some of the people and some of the other platforms and channels that inspired me to get my channel started and to do my thing. You know what I mean? So most definitely, David Banner, the David Banner podcast, most definitely inspired me. I like what he's doing over there. I like how he's bringing a lot of the black businesses in, so that he can give them the platform, that he give, and he can shine the light on their business to the world, and everybody who didn't know about their business and they certain genres of business or they certain niches that they're in, they can get in there through David Banner and do that. Like some of the vegan companies that he's been supporting, and some of the clothing, and some of the other things, the security, some of the things that he's been doing. Some of the things I didn't know about personally, and I know a lot of people didn't know about him either. And they start taking advantage of him and shopping with him since they seen him on the David Banner podcast. And I want to do the same thing with my channel. You know what I mean? I know people all across the United States, with businesses, and services, you know what I mean, and things that they got going on. And we can most definitely use this to network. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. So David Banner, most definitely, as soon as you get through watching this, check out some of the episodes of the David Banner podcast. It's very informative. It's gonna shock you. You know what I mean? It's gonna shock you. It shocked me. I was like, okay, some of the guests that he brought on and some of the topics that they was discussing. It was a lot of real life topics. You know what I mean? A lot of things that a lot of so-called thugs and people don't talk about. They got into it, so I appreciate that. David Banner podcast. Also, Derek Grace. Derek Grace made me wanna start getting more depth into my entrepreneurship. You know what I mean, and making sure that I'm all right for the future. Me and my family are all right for the future, and also being prepared. You know what I mean? Just in case things don't go how we want them to go with the government or whatever. You know what I mean? Everybody themselves can still be prepared and still ready to sustain yourself and your family. You know what I mean? And that's what Derek Grace is. That's what he got going on over there. He got that Grace Flicks. He got he's got the Derek Grace uh, app for the phone, and he got a lot of good stuff going on over there too. Derek Grace. A lot of people don't know when I say the name, you know what I mean? But when I say the guy with all the tattoos on his face with the red dreads with the chains on, they be like, okay, yeah, I seen him. Yeah, he got a lot of good things. He talking about a lot of good stuff, and got a lot of good knowledge that to help out our community. Also, Stephen Darby Ministries. You know what I mean? He's a preacher, but he's not no regular preacher. He's not no regular preacher. You know what I mean? He talks about a lot of things that wake up, you know, our community. The dark people, the indigenous people community. You know what I mean? The black people wake us up to different things and enlighten us to different things that we probably wouldn't have known about. Or that we probably, what I mean, probably wouldn't have came across that knowledge. Stephen Darby Ministries, he a preacher, but he going a little bit more in depth. You know what I mean? And he's also talking about a lot of things that other preachers aren't really telling, their congregation that they probably should. You know what I mean? That they probably do know. You know what I mean? Talk about how the preachers they go to school to preach and things like that, but they go into the white man so that they could tell them what to say and what not to say. For that school, for the preacher school or whatever like. But check him out, Stephen Darby. He got a lot to say. Rizza Islam, I'm fucking with, I like Rizza Islam and what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's like the young Malcolm X of our time. You feel me? The young guy coming up under the leader. You know what I mean? Young charismatic torch bearer. You feel me? So keep doing your thing too, Rizza Islam. I'm very inspired. Uh, and Stephen Harvey. I just wanted to also let you know what I seen. Say David Banner, his podcast. I watch him on YouTube. Derek Grace, he's got stuff on YouTube. I also follow him on Instagram. Uh, Stephen Darby Ministries. I saw him on YouTube too. He's on YouTube as well. Indigenous Realist was on YouTube. Rizza Islam all over the place. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Moreland Native. That was one of the people that I started following on Instagram, and I started to eat better. You know what I mean? I started to just to understand a lot of things that indigenous people should know about themselves. You know what I mean? And you know how to raise my vibration, and you know what I mean? Just a lot of things. You know that I could do for myself instead of taking medicine and things like that. And that was Moreland Native, and I was following him on Instagram, but he's not on Instagram anymore. They took his page down, or I'm not sure what happened, but yep. But those are some of the people who inspired me to get my page started. Thank you guys, and I'm gonna most definitely work to get better doing what I do, and keep this knowledge flowing, man. And keep this knowledge flowing and this news going. So that's David Banner, Derek Grace, Stephen Darby Ministries, Indigenous Realist, Rizza Islam, and Moreland Native. All right, let's get into some business. Well, also I wanted to talk a little bit about myself too, because this is for my like I said, it's a lot of my family members and friends who are gonna be tuning in to this. So everybody know me, but for the people that don't really know me, my name is Brandon. I'm Brandon Armstrong. That's why they call me B Red. Cause I'm nice out with a B, and I'm red. You feel me? But I'm from the west side of Chicago. You know, I was just the average, young man coming up in a single, being raised by a single mom. You know what I mean? She went to school. You know what I mean? We had a lot of time, by ourselves to be outside, getting into shit. She ended up getting married. You know, stepdaddy situation. He wanted to try to teach somebody something. Nigga mad 'cause my daddy ain't there, all that shit. You know what I mean? So end up, kind of screwing off and being rebellious in the years where I should have been learning how to do my taxes and be an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Around 16, 17, and but God did bless me. Through all that turmoil to find, what I'm doing now. The magazine, the door to door industry, and it's been very lucrative for me. You know what I mean? And around this time, I'm working just to find different things to invest into to stabilize and to grow what I've gained already. But yeah, I graduated from Steinmetz High School. Got kicked out of Whitney Young High School. Went to Steinmetz for the last 2 years. Graduated from Steinmetz High School. Uh, worked at Global Fire Protection in Chicago for a little while. Compliments from my stepdad. Thanks, stepdad, Jewel. And got fired from the, well, got laid off from there. And got kicked out the crib. You know what I mean? Was in the streets for a little while. Found a magazine business. And been getting my hustle on. You know what I mean? Straight up. And, you know, and now I'm working to build a brand. You know what I mean? I'm most definitely gonna let you guys know about the brand that I'm working to build. And I just want to bring all the things that I get from these different platforms and for people I talk to around the United States, because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know what's really going on in the world, and it's shielded from a lot of people strategically. You know what I mean? So I want to use my channel and my voice and my platform and my time, to bring the things that I think don't get out. It's not getting out. I want to get them out. All right, so let's get to it. It's hot out here. Miami Super Bowl was yesterday. Chiefs did their thing. Way to do that, chick. Oh shit. All right, let's do it. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody enjoyed the Super Bowl. Hope didn't nobody lose too much money. Hey, what about that Tom Brady commercial? Y'all thought he was gonna retire, didn't y'all? All right, so here we go. Right here, we're gonna get into this news. See, I got the whoop demonstration, and then I can show you. I guess I can show y'all some of these the shocking ass pictures too. You know what I mean? And when I learn how to put them up on the screen, on my laptop, we're gonna start doing that too. I'm gonna get real professional with it. Real professional with it. All right, then one of the stories was crazy. One of the stories said that Chinese people out here eating human baby soup. Human baby soup? They out here eating human baby soup, and they say it makes them healthy. All right, now let's get to it. All right, this comes from theshaderoom.com. Taraji P Henson launches natural hair care line at Target. That's what's up. Most definitely, that's what's up, Taraji P. So, everybody that didn't know, you know what I mean, and that's not shopping at Target for hair care products. Taraji P Henson just started a hair care product at Target. Her own hair care line at Target. Okay, a single dose of magic mushrooms can reduce depression for 5 years. Oh, damn. For 5 years? That's pretty cool too, though. You know what I mean? A lot of the drugs, that are very potent and that are abused nowadays do have medicinal purposes. A lot of the herbs and spices that we eat too, that we use to season our food, have medicinal purposes too as well. Like, for example, every morning, and I do it 7 days at a time, and then I'll take a nice little break. But to regulate my blood pressure, you know what I mean, I crush garlic cloves and I let it sit for about 2 minutes, cover it with honey, and I swallow it like it's a pill. You know what I mean? And that helps me regulate my blood pressure instead of taking all that blood pressure medicine, and it really works. It really works. So here go another one too. You know what I mean? This was said. Did you know when you hang eucalyptus in the shower, the steam from the hot shower will activate the oils, eucalyptus to the oils in the I guess the oils in the eucalyptus to help with decongestion, headaches, inflammation, stress, and muscle tightness. All right, that's what's up. And it's got a picture of uh, I guess a small bush of eucalyptus hanging around the shower head. Let me let you see. You see, they got the eucalyptus hanging around the shower head. You feel me? And they said that the steam, and when the steam and the eucalyptus get together, it releases the oils and chemicals from the eucalyptus that actually are good for your body. You know what I mean? It said that activates the eucalyptus for help with decongestion, headaches, inflammation, stress, and muscle tightness. That's what's up. That's what's up. So a natural way to relax your muscles. You know what I mean? And to get that headache off, you take a shower with that eucalyptus around the shower head, and that's from zozeco.com. ZOZECO.com. All right. What else are we doing? And I've been taking advice from my dad too. You know what I mean? He's been giving me advice. He's also been giving me words for the day that I'm also going to be using on my channel as well. So I got to think about some giveaways and some activities to do as well. You know what I mean? And another thing, like it was so many as I was looking through the things that I was gonna talk about on my channel. It was so many missing kids, man. So many. I didn't even want to talk about it anymore. I didn't even want to keep feeding them to my page because I'm like, oh my god. I didn't even want to keep sharing them because it's so sad, and that'll be like the bulk of my content and the things that I'm talking about. And it needs to be most definitely talked about and addressed. Like, man, it is too much. It is too much. Some people and their parents is missing, and they don't know what the children or the parents are. But the government, they don't. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's like, what's next? You know what I mean? I'm with David Banner. For real. What we gonna do now? We see the obvious already. Like, it's just getting to be too out of hand, man. Too out of hand. I like this one too. This one say this is the face of Australia, but this face you will never see on TV. And it's a black. It's a beautiful black with that hair too. Look at this is the original face of Australia. Okay, and I was telling somebody that too. The original people of everywhere are dark people. The original Russians, the original Italians, the original Chinese, the original Japanese, the original Ukrainians, the original Mexicans, the original goddamn what Drake from yeah Canadians, everybody, the original everybody were dark people, were dark people. The indigenous people on every landmass were dark people. And I seen it was a lot of pictures and examples of that on the guy that I was telling you about, Moreland Native, who they took down, or whose page just instantly came up missing off Instagram. He was showing a lot of those pictures and examples too of how the original people from every landmass are dark as well. Oh, that's crazy. That was sad too. Billie Holiday was handcuffed to her hospital bed while dying. Harry Anslinger, the first FBI director notorious for his hatred for black people, made it his job to destroy her. That's crazy. Because she refused to stop singing the song Strange Fruit under his direction. The hospital was ordered to stop giving her medical attention and she died within days. That's crazy. So Billie Holiday could have saved, but this guy, Harry Anslinger, just because he didn't like the song she was singing, that Strange Fruit. I think I heard about that Strange Fruit song though. But it's the truth. They always work to silence the truth, man. That's why we got to come together, and that's what a lot of things that David Banner and Derek Grace talk about. Like when I said they were talking about collective economics. You know what I mean? That's pooling our money so that we can have something. We got all the power. We have the power. We spend the most money. How can we spend the most money if we didn't make the most money? And then look at this. How can we make the most money and we don't even have the most jobs? That's what's really fucking them up. We spending the most money and we ain't even got the most jobs. We just getting our money, and that should let you know how powerful we are right there. That should let you know what I mean. If we and that's it, taking it back to Derek Grace. If we teach the next generation the things that we should have learned when we was their age, then we can take a huge step forward. The next generation. Straight up, if we take the time, we can jump in front of everybody. If we take the time to prepare the people that's next up in the race, for real, I'm telling you. Yeah, Louis Lomax, the first black journalist who introduced Malcolm X to the masses. Oh, that's what's up. And that's face to face, Africa.com. Of course, y'all already know Patrick Mahomes becomes the third black quarterback to win the Super Bowl. That's rollingout.com. He on there with the big smile. My homie. That's what's up. Congratulations, Kansas City. Congratulations to the Chiefs. All right, and this is theadvocate.com. And this girl went from being homeless to building affordable housing. A young developer is pursuing her dream. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Damn, she went from being homeless to building affordable housing, and that's what's up, man. That's what's up. For real. Okay, and this is one of the ones that I've been waiting to get to right here. Okay, it says, and this is from healthyfoodhouse.com. Healthyfoodhouse.com. It says the U.S. government finally admits marijuana really does kill cancer cells. And the reason why I've been waiting to get to this one is because a lot of things have been opening up in this marijuana thing. Like it's become legal everywhere. The federal government took the prohibition down. You know what I mean? And also, the Nation of Islam is saying that the marijuana that they making now is to feminize men. Is the feminizing the smoking of the marijuana is feminizing the men. It's lowering testosterone. You know what I mean? So what they doing, they pumping it up now, but they want us to keep using it wrong, and they want to use it how they need to use it to get all the medical benefits. And that's what we need. That's one of the places where we need to wake up. And that's why it was so important. It was never so positive that the young lady, she was the first, person to open up a cannabis cafe where she's in there cooking with the food because that's how you really are supposed to eat it. I actually seen the Rasta talking on YouTube one day about not smoking it, you know what I mean, but eating it and really getting the medical benefits from it, how you really supposed to get it. And that was like I said, that was healthyfoodhouse.com. Yep. The government finally is recognizing that weed kills cancer cells. Yep. And they didn't say smoking marijuana kills cancer cells. They said they recognizing that admits that marijuana really does kill cancer cells. All right, Master P and Romeo now making Christian content. I want my career to be about God. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I mean? That's what's up. I can see being about God. You know what I mean? But you know, you don't want to have attach it to any certain religion. You know what I mean? Because the religion, I feel like, is what separates everybody. The different religions. You believe this, I don't believe this. That's the separation. That's the separation. So, you know what I mean? I'm more about like I like what Dame Dash has got going on with the Billy Carson and the things that he's got the channel on the Dame Dash Network. He's got Billy Carson on there and he's talking about you know the truth. You know what I mean? The Emerald tablets are the truth. You know what I mean? You got to check it out. You know what I mean? Because it's the unadulterated truth. You know what I mean? Like it even rivals some of the things that you know as true already. You know what I mean? So, but that's what's up. I can appreciate it. You know what I mean? That they want to move it in a positive direction. But you got to watch it with that Christianity thing because I really feel like what I mean, and I learned that Christianity was given to black people by the Catholics to kind of keep us in line, and they even took some of the things out of the Bible before they gave it to us that might empower us and make us feel like we were worth a little something. They most definitely revised the slave Bible, and they even have a museum in Washington D.C. I think it's the Bible Museum, and you can go in there and take a look at the different Bibles and the different revisions that have been made to the Bible since it came to America, since they gave it to us. So But that's cool, and that comes from ChristianPost.com. Master P and Romeo, they want to take it in the Christian direction, and that's what's up. And also, don't forget to make to comment. You know what I mean? Let me know some of the things that you've been hearing about and that you want to see the truth too, so that I can research it and I can get back to you guys and we can have it here for you guys. I like this one right here too. This one comes from People.com, and it's a Nebraska doctor. He allows patients to pay for their surgeries with volunteer work. Now that's cool, but some of those surgeries are expensive. And it's like, how long, how much volunteer work can one person do? You know what I mean? What kind of work does it require you to do? You know what I mean? Like, that's good though. That sounds good. Like, you don't have to come out of your pocket. But for how long? And what kind of work? Are you gonna be doing to pay that back? You know what I mean? That sounds good too. You know what I mean? I like how that's and that go right along with that. It was one that I did I think it was on the last one that I didn't get to post. It was one of the states. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna make sure that I come back to it. One of the states are letting homeless people clean up for $15 an hour. They clean up the streets for $15 an hour, and I was like, that's pretty cool because that's gonna knock down some of the homelessness because now some of them could get them a hotel room or get them a little efficiency or something like that. You know what I mean? Instead of sleeping outside, and it's gonna help to build things up. That one was a good one. You know what I mean? But this one is kind of tricky right here, for real. And that's like I said, that's from People.com. Nebraska doctor allows patients to pay for their surgeries with volunteer work. Yeah. Oh my God, the Simpsons are always, and these cartoons are always predicting. So who's making these cartoons? They said the Simpsons predictions that came true again. The Simpsons have been on air for 29 years. Over the last 600 episodes, what, 29 years later, has shocked the world by not only staying on top of cultural references, but eerily predicting future events. Some may call it a coincidence, but we think these are some pretty unbelievable predictions. That's true because the Simpsons predicted a lot. I don't know if it was the Simpsons that predicted the Kobe plane crash. Rest in peace. Kobe and everybody that was on board. But the Simpsons most definitely did predict this Chinese disease that's coming over here, and they even got a picture on it with this artist. You know what I mean? They showed the two Chinese workers, and then they showed Homer opening the box when he got it. You know what I mean? So they most definitely predicted that one. Heck yeah. Minimum wage would be $33 today if it grew like Wall Street bonuses. Damn. Yeah, that's true. Wall Street bonuses are growing and growing and growing and growing. Minimum wage is still super low. You can barely pay your rent off of it. All right, and this the one right here. We're probably gonna take it out with this one right here. All right, this one and this was crazy because the last one I talked about was the bat suit. I think that was on the one that I didn't get to upload. The Chinese motherfuckers with the bat suit, but and this comes from Google.com, and it says Chinese people eat human baby soup to improve health. That's crazy. And it actually got a picture of my man sitting here with a baby on his plate, like gonna break it, and he's breaking it down and eating it. Then he got a picture of the baby soup. This is crazy. That's a little baby right there, dude. That's a baby in the soup. That's a baby in the soup right there. That's a baby that he's gonna break down. That's a baby that my man is eating right there. And when I get a little bit better with it, I can, post it to the, you know what I mean? I can have you looking at it just like I'm looking at it. But that shit is crazy as hell. I gotta read some more into that right here. Hold on, I'm tapping it right now. That's crazy. Human baby soup, bro. The world getting too into this cannibalism, bro. And that's what I was saying. Like, a lot of people don't understand, like, how far things are going with the world. Just like with the Gaddafi thing, like I reported on the Gaddafi shit when they killed Gaddafi, and I was like, his people loved him. You know what I mean? His own people didn't kill him. If they did, they would contracted. But he was killed for that oil and for that money. And now, just a few years after Gaddafi is taken down, the Libyans are being sold into slavery. The Libyans looking for a better situation now. When Gaddafi was around, they had a good situation. Now that he's gone, you can go over there and buy a black man for $400 because they're looking to go somewhere and earn their way when they get somewhere. That's why they slaving them like that, because they figuring they're gonna get on this get on this boat or get on this these people are gonna take them somewhere to Europe. You feel me? Where they can work for a better life. When they just slaving the people, man, it's crazy. That's crazy. That's why we gotta stay woke. So, cause it ain't gonna be like they just gonna be like, hey, we gonna slave motherfuckers. It's some manipulation. They be tricking motherfuckers, lowering vibrations, all kind of shit, so that they can prod you how they need to prod you. You know what I mean? But if you're not falling into all the tricks and going for all the tricks, then you got a chance. You got a chance. Oh, this is crazy. They got a lot of pictures of people eating these human butt. That's crazy as hell. I thought it was an article. It's not an article. They just got a lot of pictures of people eating these human baby. That's crazy. That's crazy. Google it. People people eat human baby soup. That's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell. But a couple of the black businesses that I did want to promote today was it was one that I did see on the David Banner podcast, and that one is called Thick Skin. ThySkyNN.com. You know what I mean? And they have Kevlar apparel. You know what I mean? They have Kevlar stab proof, uh, penetration proof apparel. You know what I mean? And some of it look like dress clothes. Some of it look like nice summer fashion. You know what I mean? But with all the mass shootings that's going on and everything that's happening, but especially to our people, you know what I mean? We need some of that thick skin. You know what I mean? And we need some protection. It's not against the law to have one, to have an impenetrable. You know what I mean? But of course we thought so, because if you get caught with a police bulletproof vest or some shit like that, most of the vests before thick skin were government issued. You know what I mean? Or state issued. You feel me? These come from somebody making them good quality. I actually bought one. It's good quality, and it look good. You know what I mean? And yeah, they got them for the kids, everything. Check them out, thickskin.com with a Y and two N's at the end. ThySkyNN.com, thick skin. And another one that I wanted to talk about was my guys in Chicago over there at Rich King Apparel. Let me see what the story is right now, because I remember when they were first getting started. You know what I mean? Taiwan. You know what I mean? I actually knew him for a while. We actually kind of grew up in the business that I'm in now together, and I've seen him come a long way, man. I've seen him come a long way. And you can follow him. He's one of the owners of the brand. He's one of the owners. You can follow him at Rich King Seals at Facebook.com. Rich King, RichKing, Seals, Sealz. Yeah, and that's at Facebook. You can see some of the new designs that they have, and you can also see what the address to the store is, or also ask any other questions that you want to know about the Rich King's brand. It's him and Roy. You know what I mean? I think it might be another one. I think it's just those two. You know what I mean? They started it. Excuse me. I mean, I apologize if I'm leaving anybody out. But they're the two that I've seen. They were running around with the bag of clothes. You know, look what I got. And I bought some stuff, you know what I mean, when they first came around, and they were just on feet, you know what I mean, driving, you know what I mean, showing people, pulling up their video shoots, you know, trying to get people to, you know, to put it on, and you know, they came a long way, you know what I mean, and most of their work, it most definitely did pay off, you know what I mean. They got a store now in Chicago. I don't want to act like I know the address. I'm not sure the address, but if you go to Taiwan Seals page, Rich King Seals, you will get the information. You will, and you can access, you know what I mean, if you need to. And I like the store because they actually got that technology like Nipsey Hussle had in the Marathon store, where you like take your phone and put it up to the design on the wall, and you can like it's just go check it out. Rich King, Rich King clothing, Rich King sport. Yeah. And also another one was Taiwan's brother. You know what I mean? One of my other good friends. They both of these guys are like little brothers to me. I wanted to talk about Pure Elegance, and that's in Columbus, Ohio. Pure Elegance. That's Terrence Seals, him and his wife at Pure Elegance in Columbus, Ohio. The best barbershop in town, hands down. You know what I mean? Great service, great environment. You can get the what is it? The next seat app, go on there, make an appointment before you go down. You know what I mean? You probably just do a walk in, but you know he's so busy. You know what I mean? They so busy in there. You know what I mean? You might want to go to the next seat app and make an appointment so that you can get in there because you know they are blowing up fast. You know they've been doing a lot of things. He's also an actor and producer. They got other things going on, so you know it's pretty busy around there. So you might want to go on the next seat app and make your appointment. But that's at Pure Elegance Barber and Beauty in Columbus, Ohio. Check them out if y'all in town. You need to come when you're in Columbus, Ohio. Check out my guy over there at Pure Elegance. Also, his wife, she up in there doing her. Then they're getting everybody in the city together. You know what I mean? Ask somebody, they'll tell you Pure Elegance, Columbus, Ohio. And and that's all I have for today, man. You know what I mean? I thank everybody for staying with me. I know it's been a while since I posted, but I just appreciate everybody you know staying tuned in and keeping their antennas up for my next video. I'm most definitely gonna be working to hit you at least 2 times a week with some of this good content and good news. Also, you can follow me on my Facebook page, Brandon Armstrong, at Facebook.com. That's like the only thing I post. I only post the exciting news and the shocking news and the things that I didn't know. And I got friends like from all over the world. You know what I mean? Most definitely all across the United States, but I got a few people outside the United States. So I get some exclusive stuff in. You know what I mean? So just stay tuned in. I'm thinking about a contest or a giveaway that I can do so that I can get my likes and my followers up and my subscribers up. So just stay tuned. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be asking y'all cash out because that's how I probably be paying. But hey, have a great day. Stay blessed. Search for the truth, and and act with the God within inside of you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.